I know when I first started the industry, getting a manual action was like, the kiss of death. It's the thing that like nobody wants and is everybody's afraid of getting. So they're almost afraid to like push too hard for links because it's like, oh, I don't want a manual action. And there was a bunch handed out recently. So I'm curious to know, do you know of any sites that got one recently, like in the last 6 months?
No,
Yeah.
I've been waiting, and I've had calls out to the public and legal, like, hey, if you got, and look, I get it. People don't want to say I got a manual action, but in fact, in all of my years doing this, we've only been able to get one once when we tried on a test site, and again, it was like super aggressive, spammy link stuff. But other than that, I haven't seen one, so I don't know. How about you? You said you
I
saw
got
one, right?
one.
Yeah.
One recently. Yeah, I was actually like, oh my gosh, finally seen a site that got one. It was a small business too, because I was like, does Google hand out these to local businesses? I don't know. We rarely see it. So yeah, there was a local business that got one. They hired a company to do link building, and it was pretty aggressive. They went from like no links to like 100 within a couple months, and I analyzed them, and oh my gosh, they were so bad. Like, I mean, when I say bad, like we're talking, they just took the same piece of content, rewrote it 50 times, posted the same exact thing on 50 different sites. They were posting from accounts that are like, also talking about like cryptocurrency and like really spammy topics. You'd pull up the sites they were posted on and you could barely move around because there's so many ads. Like, these are literally the sites that Google is saying they're trying to target. So again, when you have all your links coming from sites like that, it's really easy for Google to go, okay, yeah, like this is spam. Like, it's just so obvious. It was ridiculously obvious. So yeah, I think that's the only example I have seen in like, I don't know, better half of a decade. Like, it's been a very long time. So I would say that manual actions for links are still very uncommon, and Google has figured out how to deal with most of this algorithmically, fortunately. So there's that.